What's up, everyone? It's Troy again from TH2 Training. This is episode 6 of The Grind, Road to 400 Wilks. So, in this episode, I'm more going to be talking about my road to actually powerlifting in the first place. Obviously, you can see my workout in the background. It was better than my previous one, but it still wasn't the greatest. My hip flexors were really tight. This was at like 8 in the morning. But let's get into my little story here. Alright, so the reason I started lifting in the first place started about freshman year of high school, playing football. Like just about 90% of other people start out lifting either to play football or to get girls. Most people a combination of those two. Same with myself. But that aside, I was a typical football player when it came to lifting weights. It was lots of maxing, lots of failing reps, lots of I would say, not very successful training. And then I would say around halfway through my sophomore year, I realized how much I actually liked lifting. That's when I started getting into like watching YouTube videos it started out as a bodybuilding type thing, just for looks, and I really didn't care all that much about how much I could lift. So that's the time I started going to the gym on a regular basis. I got a gym membership to one of the local gyms in my town. It was an extremely small gym with a total of 1 squat rack. I think it had 1, maybe 2 benches. Yeah, I mean, it was extremely small. It got really crowded because that's where like half the people in the town went to work out at. And then I would say like halfway through that, I started focusing slightly more on strength, just because I thought that if I increased my strength, I would end up being able to do, heavier weights for higher reps, which, progressive overload, that is kind of how it works. But the way I went about it probably wasn't the best way. I mean, I did make some pretty good progress, obviously, from beginner games, but I would say that was right before I moved to Florida. And when I moved to Florida, that's when I don't know, I would say I trained that entire time from when I left New Mexico to when I was in Florida. So I would say from the summer of my junior year is when I ended up quitting football because I wanted to focus completely on just lifting weights, getting bigger. And as you can see, that went real well for me because I'm massive. No, but I feel like over the period between that summer and February of the next year, I feel like I made like almost no gains. And that is when I got to the point where one night I wanted to see how my strength compared to like powerlifters. So I went online and came to the realization that I would be extremely competitive with most, or especially in my weight class. I realized that at the time, the weight class I would compete in, I was within maybe like no more than 100 pounds. So it was usually somewhere between 50 pounds and 100 pounds of all the American records for my age and weight class. So, in the next video, I will continue this story. See you next time.